Hi, everyone. This is Evin from MindMineTV. Now, we tend to, on our live streams or after we've done a film or we've been on stage for a live event or for a theatrical production, we do tend to get people that come in and say, well, how did you do that? And more specifically, as in, how did you talk in front of people so easily? You know, public speaking to many people can be incredibly nerve-wracking. Incredibly. I mean, you think about it, you have typically, even if you're live streaming, say on Twitch or Mixer or what have you, you have lights shining down on you a lot of times if you have a face cam. You have that camera reflecting your face, looking right at you. And you know on the other side of that reflection are a ton of other people, hopefully, right? And they could have any type of reaction to you. But of course, your mind creates this aspect that they're going to all be negative, right? They're going to pick you apart and they're going to belittle you and everything that you do. And trust me, it's not that bad. I just want to clarify two main points that with our experience in streaming and over a decade of experience in theater and film, what the two main steps are that have helped us through talking to you, talking to many different people that come into our chat or come to our productions or to our live events. And so I want to start off with these because I think they're really important. It's amazing how much power our minds have over us. And it's incredible how many negative criticisms are created just in our head. And then we project it out onto other people. Trust me, the people that come to a stream usually, unless they're a professional troll, but the people that come to a stream, the people that come to a theatrical performance or to a film showing, they're just coming to be entertained. That's really what it is. They're not coming with pitchforks and torches looking to do some kind of actor lynching. It's just not there. That's not what they're thinking about. Their goal is to be entertained. Laugh, cry, smile, think differently about something, have sort of emotional impact and connection. And so with that, the first thing that you need to do, the first step, is to just do it. I know it sounds simpler than what it is. And that's the whole point, right? You're probably going, well, that's my problem is I'm trying to do it. I can't do it. I can't get involved. I can't jump on stage or jump in front of a camera. But the thing is that you just need to do it. You have to convince your brain. You have to actually retrain your brain to understand that public speaking and connecting to other people that you don't know, to strangers, whether on the internet or in face-to-face conversations, that these people are not trying to kill you. You know, it's interesting because our brain naturally induces fear as a protective mechanism. It's there for your survival. So fear in itself is not a bad thing. Fear is meant to keep us from dying, from being killed, from being eaten alive by a predator, right? So we have to retrain our brain when it starts associating things like public speaking. We have to retrain our brain to go, these people are looking for entertainment. They're not tigers looking for a lunch. So once you start doing that, you start retraining your brain, and it takes time because it's years. Like we've trained our brain for years to think in one specific way and to go, this is scary, I'm going to die, when you're not. And so you have to now retrain your brain to think differently. And I would say if this intrigues you, this sort of concept of retraining your brain, look into cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Look into it because that is pretty much what that whole study is facing your fears and dissecting it and going, was that really as bad as I thought it was? As I thought it was going to be? No, it wasn't actually. This is okay. This is fine. This is normal. They're not trying to eat me. It's okay. So I think going into that and thinking about it from that perspective can help you immensely. It really can. And then the second step, as you're doing it, as you're going out there and doing it and impacting people's lives, really, I mean, entertaining them, having fun with them, giving them some sort of value. The next thing that you must do is think about who are you talking to? And I don't mean like, okay, well, so I think this is my Aunt Margaret in the front row, and I think that's my cousin Tim that's watching, that's viewer number, 32 in my stream, or whatever it is. No, not that specific in the sense of who is specifically looking at you, watching you, and engaging with you. But what I mean is you as a performer, you as a host, you as a streamer, you as an actor, you're all a performer. Okay, most people watch you because you provide some sort of entertainment, and that lasts far longer than anything else, in the sense of creating that relationship with someone and them coming back to watch more of what you do. And so with this, you need to think about, well, who's your best friend? Think about, seriously, Who would you say is your best friend? It could be a family member. It could be even your significant other. Ideally, they're one of your best friends, right? Picture them, or imagine, again, maybe it's someone from high school, someone from college that you've kept in contact with and have always just connected with and really gelled well with. It's that person that you can be yourself with, the person you can make jokes with, the person that you feel just the most comfortable with. And that if they ask you, hey, can you help me with something? Can you explain this to me? You want to dive right in, right? You want to be like, yes, let's do it. How can I help you? Let's go in and do this together. It's that energy. It's that drive that you need to put into every single performance, stream, event, whatever it is. Every single announcement that you make doesn't matter. You need to think about who you're speaking with. Give the audience one face. Give the person you don't see on the other side of that chat room in your stream a face. Give it that face and get that positive drive out from within you. And that's going to carry you through. And you're going to get so involved and so excited and so, I guess, in a way, positive. You're going to have much more of a positive outlook in the current experience that you're in, that you're going to forget about, them having pitchforks and torches when they don't. You're going to forget about the whole fact that you're correlating them to being a group of tigers ready to have lunch, right? You're just going to be in the moment. And that's the biggest thing. Start getting out of your head and in the moment. There will be times where you have to be quick on your feet, right? Improv is going to come in to help kind of salvage a moment if it doesn't go as perfect as you hope. Let those moments come and then think on your feet. Don't try to plan ahead. Don't try to think about, 50 steps in front of you. It doesn't do you any good in the long run. It really doesn't. It just bogs down what you're trying to do, which is being here in the here and now and entertain someone and connect with them. So those seem to be the two largest steps. And the reason why we're doing this video is for the fact that, we've been doing this for a long time. We have multiple people. And just recently we had someone come into our stream and go, I really like the production value you put into this. You entertain people, you actually talk with them, you answer questions, and, you put in all the different technical aspects to really make it a full-fledged production. And I really appreciate that. So how do you talk to people the way you do? You don't know any of us, at least not personally, and maybe you've got to know them over time, but how did you start doing that? And so I thought, there's other people out here who are wondering that and who haven't had the experience, who haven't had the 10 or more years of being on stage in front of 50, 100, 200, 300 people, who have not had the opportunity to be in a film that had been seen by thousands of people. And, to be performing in front of live strangers or do events where you have several hundred people or several thousand people looking at you, and you're the captain of that moment. You're the captain of that moment trying to steer the course, try to steer the direction of this event. And it can go any which way, right? So, with that, I felt like this was something important. This was something that evidently was needed and that someone needed to cover. And so I want to be sure to provide some sort of information. Learn from some of my mistakes and learn from some of my successes. And I think one of the biggest things is to do it, get the experience, retrain your brain. And the second step is to think about who are you talking to? And those are going to be two huge steps that are going to really, really create a strong foundation for you as a performer, as a host, as a podcaster, overall as an entertainer. Now, are there more steps that you can take? Absolutely. Absolutely, there are. But these are two of the biggest, most obtainable steps initially to start with. Again, when you're building a house, you're not going to start with the roof. You're going to start with the foundation and work your way up. Same thing with this. So with this, if you found this information helpful and these tips helpful, let us know your thoughts. Let us know more of your questions. If there's something you'd like to see us elaborate on, comment and let us know. We'd be more than happy to see how we can take our experience in film, theater, streaming, and much more and share that with you. Why? Because we want to help. That's one of our things. That's one of our goals for our entertainment, is to educate, to help, and to empower people to feel like they can do something and that they do something and do it successfully, at least as successfully as possible based on what your version of success is. Feel free to connect with us at MindMineTV on Twitter. You can also connect with me directly on Twitter, which is at Evin C. Anderson, Anderson on Twitter. Thanks so much for watching. Keep your head up. You can do it.